Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Root Beer here, wishing you well. And we are going to be taking a look now at question number 16 on our 2016 Gauss paper. Each of square, triangle, and black diamond, I guess we could just call it diamond, represent a non-zero number. If square is 3 triangles, and square is also 2 diamonds, then square plus diamond plus triangle equals, and we've got some of the following options. Okay. So this is sort of like an algebra question without any algebra in it. Because, algebra can be scary sometimes. Letters and math. And it still upsets people. I mean, I teach university students. It still upsets them. But that's really what's going on here. There's no actual numbers. This is all just a bunch of symbols. Now, what I would recommend is perhaps we get everything in terms of one symbol. So for example, I know that square is 3 triangles. Triangle plus triangle plus triangle. If you add, 3 plus 3 plus 3, you're going to get 3 times 3. If you add 5 plus 5 plus 5, you're going to get 3 times 5. Right? 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 3 times 10. So triangle plus triangle plus triangle is 3 times triangle. So another way to say that would be triangle is a third of a square. Okay. Now, we also know that diamond plus diamond is equal to square. So 2 diamonds is a square. And so we could say that 1 diamond is half a square. Okay. And now if I take each of my options here, square plus triangle, there's a couple diamonds, 1 diamond and 4 triangles. And I put them all in terms of square, then I'll get nice single expressions. So diamond and diamond plus a square. I can see right away that's just going to be 2 squares, because the 2 diamonds equals a square. What else have we got? Triangle, 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 and 2 diamonds. Well, that's also going to be equal to 2 squares. Because 3 triangles is a square and 2 diamonds is a square. And what's the last one? Diamond, 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 triangle, triangle. Well, that would be 3 half squares plus 2 thirds of a square. So that's going to be 3 halves plus 2 thirds of a square. You can get a common denominator. I suppose instead we could say this is 2 sixths of a square, and this is 3 sixths of a square. Then we'd have 9 sixths plus 4 sixths, 13 sixths of a square is what the bottom represents. We could fill in these other ones. Square plus triangle, that's going to be 4 thirds of a square. 3 triangles is a square. And a diamond is 3 sixths. A triangle is 2 sixths. So that's 5 sixths plus 1. So that's going to be 11 sixths of a square. So that's what B would represent. Okay, and I don't know why I filled that square in. Okay, now they're asking us which of the following equals diamond plus triangle plus square. So we could say, well, what does diamond plus triangle plus square equal? Well, again, we've got this triangle and this diamond. That would be 2 sixths and 3 sixths, 5 sixths, plus another square. That's 5 sixths plus 6 sixths. That would be 11 sixths of a triangle. Okay. Now, this might be a bit too fractiony for you. Another way you could do the question, and this is really just by luck. This is just a luck observation that I noticed. The answer here is B. It's got a diamond and a triangle in it, and then in place of a square, it's got 4 triangles. Well, they tell us 4 triangles is a square. Okay, but there's no guarantee that the next time you see a question like that, it's going to happen. So here, what we've done is we took 3 shapes and expressed them all in terms of one shape. Now, that's also not the only way you can do it. If you don't like this abstract stuff with shapes and fractions and things like that, what you could do is something a little different. So I'm going to write down that the answer is B. Okay. So another thing you can do is say, well, these things are basically acting like numbers. How about I pick a number? If square is 1, then each of these would be 1/3. And if square is 1, then each of these would be 1/2. And so we can just say, well, what's square? Well, so what's 1 plus a half plus a third? If you want nicer numbers, well, what's something that's a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 3? 6. So I could say this is 6, and then each of the triangles is worth 2, and each of the diamonds is worth 3. So if you do that, then you can convert these to numbers. Okay, you can actually... These aren't the only ones that work. Square could be 12, and then the triangles would each be 4, and the diamonds would each be 6. But if you do that, square plus diamond plus triangle equals 11, and then we get various other answers. So 12 here, and 12 here, 2 2s and 3, so this will be 13, and this would be 8. And so then you can see that B is the answer. Okay? So there's a bunch of ways you can try and do the question. And I think that's always nice when there are different approaches. Find some numbers that work, recreate things with fractions. Very nice. All right, so that does it for question 16. Up next, of course, question 17.